Present, all counsel present, jury and also present, good afternoon. So just to give you an update, there is no update, except I'm running the building today, so if I get up and leave, take a hint. Mr. Gibson, you're still under oath, people may continue.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Gibson, when we broke for lunch, I think we were just getting to slide 148. Can you tell us what we see here?
The display's not on.
Not on?
Yeah.
There it is, it's just the power. Well, that screwed up everything. Do you see? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It worked. Just like on TV. All right, are you able to see that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe for the jury what you've captured here?
This is a screenshot of images from item 121. It's a screenshot picture of an email from Jean Parshall to Monica. Oh, sorry.
Okay. And looking at slide, actually, you know what? Let's stay on 121 for a moment. Did you also recover deleted photographs from the unallocated space on item 121?
Yes.
And what were those deleted photographs of?
There were pictures of Monica.
And those pictures of Monica, were they pictures of her where she was appeared to be standing outside, holding on to some sort of a pole without any clothing on?
Objection 352, cumulative.
Absolutely not. Overruled.
No.
I'll show them to you so you can describe them to us.
There's a screenshot where where Monica is wearing lingerie covering the top half of her body and exposing her bottom in about 10 photographs.
They appear to be pictures that are taken outside.
Correct. She's standing outside on a sidewalk. It's at nighttime.
Holding on to some sort of a pole in some of these photos.
Correct.
All right. Moving on to slide 149. Can you tell us what you've captured here, please?
This is a picture from item 119. It is a screenshot of an itinerary receipt. It's named to Monica Sementilli, and it's a flight itinerary.
Okay. New York to Toronto.
It's Los Angeles. It's New York to Toronto, and then Toronto to Los Angeles.
On the dates of June 11th and June 13th, respectively, of 2017.
Correct.
Showing you slide 150, back to item 82, the defendant's tablet. What did you capture here?
This is a screenshot of an email from Air Canada to the Calamati-Mo Hotmail with a passenger, Monica Sementilli, for a flight from Toronto to Los Angeles.
Okay, next slide. I think this is 151. What did you capture here? Again on the tablet.
Correct. This is an email from Monica to Jean Parshall, and she wrote, attach are all the phone records, let me know if you can view. And she signed it Monica Sementilli.
And this is dated June 14th of 2017, the date of arrest?
It's June 14th, 27 at 11 in the morning.
11 a.m. Thank you. Showing you slide 152. What is this? It looks like it's a conversation through the WhatsApp app. A chat. Is this a series of chat messages between the defendant and Robert Baker?
This is a conversation between item 119 and 121 via the WhatsApp message. And you can see it's timestamped June 14th, 2017, 11:26 a.m. to 12:33 p.m.
And what does the defendant indicate that she is doing that morning?
The second message just reads, been up since 7, on the computer cleaning up, gonna unpack and shower, let me know when you're up.
So she's on the computer cleaning up. That's the message she sends to Mr. Baker?
Correct.
Looking at the next slide, 153. Is this a continuation of the messages via WhatsApp?
Correct.
And what does this indicate?
It's just a continuation of the conversation. Mr. Baker is responding with, okay, how's everything? No big party thrown while you're away. And then Monica responds with, quiet, spoke to D, we'll talk soon, nothing major.
Okay. Next slide. Again, is this still a continuation of that same chat between the defendant and Baker?
Yes.
And in this particular slide, are they, or chat, are they making plans to get together that day after Jessica leaves?
I don't know if Jessica's leaving, but it appears that they're trying to meet up.
If we go back one slide, does it say at the top, I'll tell you when Jess is leaving to be sure?
Yes. So, yes.
Okay. Moving on to slide 155. What does this slide indicate?
These are pictures that are allocated on the SD card that are not deleted. They're present on the SD card, ready to be viewed.
Okay. These are pictures of Baker's passport.
Correct.
And does it indicate a date?
Correct. Yes, June 13th, 2017.
Okay. Showing you slide 156, pictures and videos on unallocated space on the SD card. What does this indicate?
These are files that are in free space and that have been deleted from the SD card but are still recovered.
Okay. So these were the photos that we talked about a few moments ago that I showed you the pictures of that you described, of the defendant naked from the waist down outside.
Yes.
Okay. And there was also video as well as photographs, is that right?
Yes.
Showing you slide 157, is that a continuation of the photographs and video that you found on the unallocated space?
Yes.
And also on the next slide, 158, on this particular SD card from 121?
Yes.
Thank you. Showing you slide 159. You wrote only deleted note. What was that?
On 119, on item 119, which is the iPhone, within the notes application, this note entry was marked for deletion, but it still resided in the database, so it was a recovered entry, a recovered note entry. And this is the only one that was marked for deletion that was recovered.
And so this is a contact for somebody with the name Baller.
Objection certified.
It's on the screen, correct?
Yeah, in the body, Baller is listed with a 310722. Correct.
Okay. 160, talking about the arrest on June 14th. After this, let's move on and look at some of the last remaining slides that you've marked as financials. Looking at slide 162, with respect to the defendant's iPhone number 119, what did you find?
Excuse me. This is an image of Chase Bank account with Monica, Jessica, and Isabella listed.
With an account number?
Correct. Ending in 1029.
Okay, and some other information that it looks like was handwritten onto the bottom of the page of which the, it looks like a screenshot was taken?
Correct.
What was the date of that particular image?
February 7th, 2017 at 12:48 p.m.
Thank you. 163. Again, in item 119, the defendant's iPhone, this document, what does it read at the top?
International Stock Ownership Plan,
Okay.
ISOP.
And is there some dates?
On the document, it's for January 1st, 2016 through December 31st, 2016.
Okay. Does it also have a value of the International Stock Ownership Plan stock?
That appears to be $82,719 for the total.
Thank you. Looking at slide 164, again from item 119, what is this?
This is a photograph of a MetLife
Responsive letter?
yeah. It's for Metropolitan Life Insurance Company.
Okay. And in this particular document contained in the defendant's phone or a photograph of the document, is this, does this document from MetLife indicate that it's referencing her claim for group life insurance benefits?
Yes.
And references the victim's name, Monica Sementilli?
Yes.
And also that they have received her claim, correct? And is there a date?
Yes, the date is March 22nd, 2017, and then there is a response that says why they're contacting her.
That they have to, it's going to be necessary for us to further evaluate this claim, correct?
Correct.
And therefore completion will be delayed. When we have made a decision, we'll send you further notification. Is that what it says from the Group Life Claims Division?
Yes.
Looking at the next slide, 165, do you recognize what you see here?
It's a it's a picture of a handwritten note with an email address of lifeclaimsubmit@metlife.com, and name of Amber, and a notation that they don't release the last name, and that the email should include Fabio's name and a claim number.
Okay. And is there a date?
The picture of this document was taken May 25th, 2017.
Looking at slide 166, again, is this, does this reference what we saw in slide 163 regarding checks going in the mail for the ISOP?
Yes.
Okay. And does this have a date?
The message that it was sent, the date and time stamp when this picture was sent to Luigi is contact name Luigi, was dated April 7th, 2017 at 10:47 a.m.
It's basically indicating that Luigi should receive his by the next day. Is that right? In Canada?
Correct. It said Luigi should receive his by tomorrow since it's within Canada.
Okay. Showing you slide 167. What do we see here?
It's a picture of a TD Auto Finance payment record.
Okay. In what amount?
$44,081.94.
And does it reference that this is from Eurolux regarding a Porsche?
Yeah, in the upper left corner is Eurolux LLC.
Okay. And is there also a date and time for this?
From the payment record, it's on the picture. It's dated April 4th, 2017, but the picture of the document was taken April 7th, 2017.
Thank you. Slide 168. Is this a photograph again that you found within the defendant's iPhone number 119?
Yes, this is a photograph of a Visa card ending in 5105 with the name Monica Sementilli and LGI Consulting.
Okay. It's a Wells Fargo Visa.
Correct.
Is there a date this photograph was taken from the metadata?
March 20th, 2017.
Okay. Showing you slide 169. What did you capture here?
This is a picture of a Chase Visa card ending in 9440, issued to Monica Sementilli.
Okay. Is there also metadata indicating the date this particular photograph was taken?
Yeah, April 11th, 2017 at 1:24 p.m.
Okay. Slide 170.
It's a picture of a spreadsheet that's column header of Luigi with percentage breakdowns and in the total amount of $259,792.
Okay. And this was, again, a photograph that you found in item number 119?
Correct.
And with respect to the metadata, does it indicate when this photograph was taken?
February 9th, 2017 at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock p.m.
Thank you. Showing you the next slide, 171. Is this, again, another photograph that you found within the defendant's iPhone?
Yes.
And what does this show?
There's 3 columns of Luigi, Jessica, and Isabella, and with the amounts of $423,365.15, and also $336,141.44.
And what does the metadata indicate as to when this photograph was taken?
March 16th, 2017 at 2:26 p.m.
Thank you. Slide 172. What did you capture here in the phone?
This is a policy, it's a summary as of July 3rd, 2013, for a policy number for like a renewable term.
Life insurance policy.
I don't see the company. I'm not.
It says coverages / lives insured.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So coverage is life insured. You'll see insured is Fabio Sementilli.
And
then,
go ahead.
oh, and it has the amount of insurance for $150,000.
And is there metadata in terms of this particular photograph?
Yeah, this picture was taken on February 9th, 2017 at 10 a.m.
Slide 173. Can you tell us what you've captured here? This is now with respect to item 82, the tablet.
Yeah, this is an email from Porter M at ca.ibm.com. Mary Porter to Monica, to Monica's Hotmail address, and its subject line of ISOP proceeds designated for a minor.
And in that case, it's Isabella, correct?
I'm trying to find Isabella's name on there.
It's from P&G, or relating to P&G.
Yes, it's related to P&G Canada. Oh, yeah, sorry, the second paragraph, it says at this point, Isabella's portion.
Okay. Slide 174, is this a continuation of that email from P&G Canada regarding Fabio's ISOP?
Yes.
Showing you slide 175, again from the tablet. What is this?
This is a email from info@sdccu.com to Monica's Hotmail address, and indicating that registration or funds transfer is complete.
Okay. This is from San Diego Credit Union.
San Diego County Credit Union.
Okay. And is there a date for registration for the funds transfer?
The date of the email is April 20th, 2017 at 12:21 p.m.
Okay. Looking at the next slide, 176.
This is a email from the same credit union on June 14th, 2017 at 9:52 California time from the credit union, and it's indicating that they've received their institution transfer request for $785.
From Chase Bank.
Correct.
Showing you slide 177. What did you capture here?
This is a email headline Chrysler Capital Payment Confirmation. Email indicating that that there was a single payment for Chrysler Capital, and it was applied on June 1st, 2017.
Thank you. Showing you 178.
This is an email with the subject of Pay with CBB. This is from Discover Card, discover at discover.com, and it has the last 4 digits of the account is 7273, and the picture says Monica Sementilli on the bottom.
Okay. And is there some metadata with respect to this?
The timestamp associated is May 21st, 2017 at 10:10 a.m.
All right. And one last slide, 179. What is this?
This is a email with the claim number. Monica's email, Monica's Hotmail address, and someone, Lisa Mullen at MedLife.
Okay. And is there a date that appears on this document as well that's within the tablet belonging to the defendant?
April 18th, 2017 at 11:37 a.m.
Regarding, again, group life claims, correct?
That's where the email came from, in the subject line with the claim number ending in 5021.
So what we just went through would be, as we talked about this morning, a series of captures or photographs that you took from various devices, correct?
Those are screenshots that were captured while analyzing the devices.
Your Honor, I have a stipulation, I think it's 6. It's 6 pages in length regarding digital device extraction and analysis. May it be marked as People's 106?
It may.
Would the court like me to read it into the record?
I think you have to.
Stipulation: digital device extraction and analysis by Brian Howard, Jake Gibson, George Diaz, and other experts. In 2020, analyst Brian Howard of the LAPD's Technical Investigations Division examined and extracted data from the following digital devices. Evidence item 119. Defendant Monica Sementilli's Apple iPhone 7 cell phone, IMEI 35920-90784-75286, and an AT&T SIM card, ICCID 89014-10427-92482-85157, recovered from the Sementilli residence. A full file system extraction of the iPhone 7 was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Cellebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 754818 for reference. Evidence item 121, Robert Baker's Samsung S8 Plus cell phone, IMEI 25598-90826-91663, and an AT&T SIM card, 89011-20200-22955-51942 were recovered from the Ford Mustang, in which defendant Monica Sementilli and Robert Baker were driving when arrested in June 2017. A physical data extraction of the Samsung S8 Plus was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrate Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned Electronics Unit Media Number 754819 for reference. Evidence Item 101, Robert Baker's Samsung S4 cell phone, IMEI 356-70538-29709, an AT&T SIM card 89014-10427-59712-43868, and a SanDisk 16 gigabyte memory card were recovered from Robert Baker's apartment. A physical data extraction of the Samsung S8 Plus was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. A physical data extraction of the memory card was performed and data was retrieved. All examinations were conducted using the Celebrate Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned Electronics Unit Media Number 754820 for reference. Evidence Item 120, a ZTE Z320 cell phone, IMEI 86055-00302-91598, and a SIM card 89012-60471-98161-4042 were recovered from the Ford Mustang in which defendant Monica Sementilli and Robert Baker were driving when arrested in June 2017. A physical data extraction of the Samsung S8 Plus was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrate Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned Electronics Unit Media Number 754821 for reference. Evidence Item 82, defendant Monica Sementilli's LG 7.0 tablet device, IMEI 01409-70039-15154, and an AT&T SIM card, ICCID 89014-10327-74433-37188 were recovered from the Sementilli residence. An advanced logical and file system extraction of the LG tablet was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrate Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned Electronics Unit Media Number 754822 for reference. Evidence Item 102, a 32 gigabyte SanDisk memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's apartment. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using Celebrate Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. An associated generated report was placed on an external portable drive and assigned Electronics Unit Media Number 754823 for reference. Evidence Item 149. A 32 gigabyte SanDisk memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's 2000 Ford Expedition SUV. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using Celebrate Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 754824 for reference. Evidence item 151. An 8 gigabyte Kingston memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's Ford Expedition SUV. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 754825 for reference. Evidence item 157. A 32 gigabyte SanDisk memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's Ford Expedition SUV. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. An associated generated report was placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 754826 for reference. In 2021, analyst Brian Howard of the LAPD's Technical Investigations Division examined and extracted data from the following digital devices. Evidence item 67, Fabio Sementilli's Apple iPhone Plus cell phone, IMEI 35380-70804-18578, and an AT&T SIM card, ICCID 89014-10427-94107-82866 was recovered from the Sementilli residence. A full file system extraction of the iPhone 7 Plus was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 769609 for reference. In 2023, analyst Brian Howard of the LAPD's Technical Investigations Division examined and extracted data from the following digital devices. Evidence item 119, defendant Monica Sementilli's Apple iPhone 7 cell phone, same IMEI as previously indicated, and an AT&T SIM card with an ICCID number previously indicated were recovered from the Sementilli residence. A full file system extraction of the iPhone 7 was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783760 for reference. Evidence item 121, Robert Baker's Samsung S8 Plus cell phone with the same IMEI as previously indicated and an AT&T SIM card number previously indicated, and a 128 gigabyte SanDisk memory card were recovered from the Ford Mustang in which defendant Sementilli and Robert Baker were driving when arrested in June of 2017. A physical data extraction of the Samsung S8 Plus was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. A physical data extraction of the memory card was performed and data was retrieved. Each examination was conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic Tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783762 for reference. Evidence item 101, Robert Baker's Samsung S4 cell phone IMEI previously indicated and an AT&T SIM card previously indicated, and a SanDisk 16 gigabyte memory card were recovered from Robert Baker's apartment. A physical data extraction of the Samsung S8 Plus, I should say S4.
We're going to stretch.
S4 was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. A physical data extraction of the memory card was performed and data was retrieved. Bless you. All examinations were conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensics tool. Extracted data and associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics media number 783759 for reference. Evidence item 120, a ZTE Z320 cell phone with a previously indicated IMEI and a SIM card number previously indicated were recovered from the Ford Mustang in which defendant Monica Sementilli and Robert Baker were driving when arrested in June 2017. A physical data extraction of the Samsung ZTE cell phone was performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783761 for reference. Evidence item 82, defendant Monica Sementilli's LG 7.0 tablet device, previously indicated IMEI number and an AT&T SIM card, ICCID number previously indicated were recovered from the Sementilli residence. Full file system, physical and advanced logical and file system extractions of the LG tablet were performed and data was retrieved. An advanced logical extraction of the SIM card was performed and data was retrieved. Both examinations were conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783758 for reference. Evidence item 102, a 32 gigabyte SanDisk memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's apartment. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic tool. An associated generated report was placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783763 for reference. Evidence item 149, a 32 gigabyte SanDisk memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's 2000 Ford Expedition SUV. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic tool. Extracted data and an associated generated report were placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783763 for reference. Evidence item 155, an 8 gigabyte micro SD memory card was recovered from Robert Baker's Ford Expedition SUV. A physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. An examination was conducted using the Celebrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensic tool. An associated generated report was placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783763 for reference. Evidence item 157, the 32 gigabyte SanDisk memory card recovered from Robert Baker's Ford Expedition SUV. Physical data extraction was performed and data was retrieved. The examination was conducted using Celebrite Mobile Forensics Limited Forensic tool. An associated generated report was placed on an external portable drive and assigned electronics unit media number 783763 for reference. Previous processing of all digital, electronic, and mobile devices was appropriately performed initially by LAPD, RHD, and Secret Service Task Force member Detective George Diaz in 2017 and 2018, including all cell phones, iCloud data, SD cards, USB drives, tablets, computers, utilizing appropriate forensic tools, including Cellbrite mobile forensic tools and other appropriate forensic industry tools. This data was placed onto external portable drives and provided to the District Attorney's Office and Defense Counsel. Counsel, do you stipulate?
Yes, stipulate.
People do.
Stipulation received. Let's stretch.
I have no comment.
Mr. Gibson, with respect to the extraction or imaging of forensic digital evidence, sometimes by reprocessing the items, do you tend to get potentially additional information?
Excuse me, the potential is always there to get extra information because of software updates or hardware updates that are provided by the vendors. So, yes, it's possible.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gibson.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to ask you some questions about the slides, some of them, but hopefully not all of them. I promise not all of them.
Thank you.
But before we go into that, I just wanted to clarify a few things from those stipulations. There were some long phrases I tried to take down. So there's a full file system extraction and advanced logical. Those are ways that data is extracted from the device. Is that right?
Correct, and all those extractions and acquisitions were done by LAPD.
And that is essentially trying to extract all the data that is available that can be found on those phones, on those devices.
Correct.
And there's a computer program, I hope I've noted this down right, a Cellubrite Mobile Synchronization Limited Forensics Tool. That's the program you use to analyze that data?
Not that I use. No,
Okay.
Celebrite Physical Analyzer is the program that I use to analyze the data, and most of the screenshots are coming from. The mobile synchronization, I think that is the newer, they call it the Celebrite UFED for PC, which is the extraction tool. In 2017, it might have been called the mobile synchronization tool.
Thanks so much for clarifying. I was trying to understand. So you have a separate computer program that you use that allows you to analyze this data that's been extracted. Is that right?
Yeah, I never touched the devices, so I didn't do the extractions on these.
Right.
So my computer was designated to do the analysis.
I see. And as part of that analysis, there's a program you use that visualizes the data. Is that correct? That's been extracted.
Yeah, the Celebrite Physical Analyzer is a data visualization tool that allows you to look at the data in a format that is readable for humans.
So it's the Cellubrite Visual Analyzer. That's the computer program I was trying to talk about.
Yeah, it's Physical Analyzer.
Cellubrite Physical Analyzer.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that Cellubrite Physical Analyzer, you're able to filter through the data, correct?
Correct.
And that's necessary because, as you said earlier, I think there's enormous amounts of data from these devices, right?
Correct.
And using that analyzer, is it right that you can create PDF reports if you needed to print off some extracts, some pages from that data?
Correct. PDFs are it's one of the file types that you can extract information from.
Just to avoid any doubt, are you able to just describe briefly what a PDF is?
It's a Adobe Acrobat file. It's a document it's a page. It's a page that's think of it as like it's a glorified picture that's what's the word I'm looking for? That's
Would it help if I just it's sort of
it's an Adobe Acrobat.
it creates a readable, printable
It's
document.
a readable, printable document. Proprietary. Sorry, that was the word I was looking for.
Thank you very much. Now, as part of producing these slides, you produce these PowerPoint slides, correct?
Yeah, this is the work product as a result of doing the analysis.
It's going through this enormous amount of data and screenshotting parts of it.
Correct.
And you're directed by the prosecution what to look for, correct?
I'm looking for artifacts of interest.
All
So,
right. So
yes, but for this investigation, I was directed to focus on the date and time of the homicide and the relationships of everybody that's involved in the case.
And focus on things like IDMSS, is that right?
Yeah, that's the application that we were discussing earlier. I focused on some of those entries.
Right. And as you said, you only select the artifacts that are most relevant to the case or important to the case, is that right?
Labeling things most important, it's just important or it's not, or relevant or not. The scale of importance is determined later.
All right. And just one final thing. Some of the communications we saw, they were filtered for only between Robert Baker and Monica Sementilli, for example, correct? So,
Yes.
so there are more communications that exist, they're just not shown in the slides.
Yes, correct.
Is it possible if I could go to slide 9?
Sure.
Thank you so much. One of the devices that there was an extraction for was item 82, correct?
Correct.
And you analysed the data from that extraction.
Correct.
And that's Monica's GPad, correct?
Correct.
I think you testified it's essentially a sort of a tablet.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Please go on.
No, it's just a tablet.
Similar
It's
to an iPad?
Similar to an iPad.
This slide shows user accounts that are on that GPad, correct?
Correct.
And, sorry, Ron, am I just stand a bit closer to this? Thank you. You said here you highlight some of these accounts. So am I right that this would log where someone logs into their own user account for any of these applications on the right-hand side?
Yes, correct. It's giving you a reference, like, for example, the Pinterest, like the 6th row is Monica Sementilli. And if you continue on down, like the State Farm and different entries.
And it has their username in that second column, correct?
The first two columns can. It's the first two columns that you kind of combine to get a representation of what the usernames are.
Right, but the second column specifically says username. It has the username.
Correct.
Right? So we have a Monica Sementilli, the first one.
Correct.
There's just some others I wanted to confirm with you. So there's a fabstyle67@gmail.com, correct?
Correct.
There's also a Jessica Tilly further down, right?
Correct for Twitter.
And further down that, I'm looking fourth from the bottom, there's a 1D for Bella123@gmail.com, correct?
Correct.
There's a Sementilli.f@pg.com, right?
Correct.
We have the fabstyle again, that's the same as above, correct?
Correct.
And then there's a Bellarama00@hotmail.com, right?
Correct.
And if someone was using that GPad and logged into their user account, that would show on this user accounts table, correct?
if there's, you can see that there's 33 user accounts. So if there's,
Sorry.
yeah,
Please finish. You're right.
no, this is a screenshot of the user accounts that are on the device. If it's can't do the speed counting, but there might be more accounts associated.
There might be more.
Yeah, well, there's 33 that were parsed out in this. Twenty 21.
Right, so there might be more. That's what you're saying.
Well,
More
there's
user accounts.
12.
There are more.
There's 12 more.
There are more, exactly. And the point I'm asking is if someone other than Monica Sementilli went onto this GPad and logged into their user account with their own username, that would show on this, right?
Correct. For example, the Twitter, the Jessica Tilly, that Twitter, that username for that account, and then what? As a weird aside, there's passwords, so those accounts should be changed passwords. If I know that this is 8 years old, but just that probably shouldn't be broadcast.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll move on to the other slide. I'd finished my points in this slide anyway.
Okay.
But, can we go to slide 12, please? So here we have the user accounts, but this is for Robert Baker's device, right? And I think that's the Samsung S4.
It's item 101. Yes. User accounts.
And I think Prosecution Counsel drew your attention to the fourth column, which has other entries. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, there's oeginc@gmail.com. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you understand that was linked to Robert Baker?
Yes.
And then we have, under that, there's a Woodland Hills racquetball@gmail.com account, right?
Yes.
And then you see the third row, there's a number of accounts. rb@westover1981.com, robert@oeg1.com, robert@oeg1.com, and I can't see them, I'm afraid, but
It's Facebook. It's Facebooky.
It's a Facebook, right. And those are all, you see the third column, they're given with the name Robert Baker, correct?
Correct.
So there's a number of different email accounts there that link to Robert Baker, is that right?
I didn't hear the last part.
There's
but
a number of different email accounts that links to Robert Baker.
Correct.
Now, in terms of Monica Sementilli, we've seen from her user accounts, and we've seen from the other slides, she had one Hotmail address, calmati-mo, I believe, at Hotmail.
Correct.
Correct. And there was a Gmail account, Monica Sementilli@gmail.com, correct?
Correct.
Were there any other email accounts that you found linked to her, or is it just those two?
I don't recall the other. I don't recall if there's other emails associated, but those two are the ones that I recall.
Those are the ones that you
That
found that are in your slides.
Yes.
If we go to slide 15, please. So here we have item 119. That's Monica's iPhone, correct?
Correct.
And again, user accounts. The first row we see there, it's highlighted in a dark blue colour. That connects to WhatsApp, correct?
Correct.
And there's a photo on the right-hand side of Monica, right?
Correct.
And we see under there it has a username. You see that?
Yes.
And that username is a long number. That's Monica's phone number, right? It's the 4213 number.
Correct.
And it's 4213@s.whatsapp.net, right?
Correct.
Is that, to your understanding, you've analysed and done research with WhatsApp before, I presume?
Yes.
When you use WhatsApp, it creates a username for you. Is that right?
Yes.
And that username is essentially your phone number at s.whatsapp.net.
Correct.
That's something that's created if you're using WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's a default naming nomenclature.
Okay. Could we show slide 19, please? So here, we're showing this slide. This shows Monica's phone, right? The contacts that she has in her phone.
Correct.
And obviously there are many contacts, this is just a few of them, right?
Correct.
And it's specifically the contact she has for Fabio Sementilli, correct?
Correct. Fabio's phone number.
Has Fabio's phone number. But we also see on the right-hand side, in the fourth column, it has a WhatsApp username for Fabio, correct?
Correct.
And this has Fabio's number at s.whatsapp.net, right?
Correct.
So this would be consistent with Fabio using WhatsApp, generating a username for him.
Correct. And sorry, but I do need to make a clarification on the last row. That is not Fabio's information. That's someone else's. Screenshot one too many rows. It looks like. So the unrelated phone number on the bottom.
Oh, but Rigo.
Yes.
Right, that's not
So-
related to Fabio. It's a different
Correct.
number.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
just everyone's clear on that.
You want to have just one moment? I think earlier in your testimony you described how sometimes apps can be deleted, so they don't. And apps can be deleted in these cellular extractions, right? Sorry,
well-
I should say sometimes you'll find that certain items from an extraction have been deleted,
Correct.
but you can still find a trace of their past usage from various artifacts, correct?
Correct.
For example, if you're using an app that is subsequently deleted, is it right that there might be folders on a device which would indicate that app was used previously?
And I wouldn't classify them as folders. We can stick with files and
Files, okay.
Yeah, files and various artifacts, indicating usage.
All right. Well, let me show you something, and we can. Ask some questions. I have here 2 pages from the cellular extraction of Fabio Sementilli's device relating to images found with this device. I mean, I please mark these as Defence Exhibit 601.
Yes.
Gibson, showing you what's been marked as Defence Exhibit 601. Does this appear to be an extract from the data extraction of Fabio's phone listing various JPEGs found in this device?
Yeah. Yes.
And we see here, we see here the file name, correct?
Yes.
And a .jpeg, does that indicate an image?
Yes, that's a picture.
Right, and we have a date and time it's created.
Yes.
Looking at row 98, we have this thing here, it was a path. Can you describe what a path is?
That's the location of where the picture actually resides on the file system. I'm sorry, did you say 98 or 99?
I said 98, but
Okay.
for the purpose of that question, it's not necessary.
Okay, so,
But can I just clarify? So,
Again, Your Honor, if the witness could finish his answer before another question is asked.
I thought he was done. Are you done, sir?
yes, I'll wait for the next question.
Thank you. A path, it contains various folders where something's saved. Is that right?
Yeah, folder is also a directory. It's a path. It's the location path on where you can locate that picture.
So,
So, oh.
I'm so sorry if you weren't.
Yeah, so if you look at the path, it's Fabio's iPhone,
Yes.
which is the home directory and then applications, net WhatsApp, dot WhatsApp is the next folder, and then there's library media, and then,
Sorry.
and then you get another folder with a long string, and then you get the file name.
Right, now, you see here there's a folder, net.whatsapp.whatsapp, correct?
Correct.
Is this something that would be created if you were using the WhatsApp app?
Yes.
And it's created as a location for where images are stored from WhatsApp.
Correct.
So would this be consistent evidence of WhatsApp being used on this device?
Yes.
And so, just so we can see some of the dates, this is showing an image at 6/12/2016 that's saved to this location, correct? Saved to this path.
Correct. It's June 12th, 2016.
Yes. And December 16, 2015 it is also saved to this location, right?
Correct.
September 25th, 2016, same again.
Correct.
August 10, 2015, same again, right?
We can't see it, but on
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my fault. Okay.
August 10th.
Right, and I just have a second page. This is just a continuation of the records. Here we have January 1st, 2017, the same part. Is that the same part? The same location that something is saved in that includes a WhatsApp folder?
As 114 and 115. If you look at that really long number
Yes.
right after media, it looks like it's different. So it's not an exact path, but if you go to the WhatsApp library media, you will see the folder list of the pictures associated with the application.
But it still contains a net.whatsapp.
Correct.
WhatsApp
Correct.
folder, and that would be consistent with WhatsApp being used at that time.
Correct.
And so we have various times there I've shown you. All of those times, it would be consistent with WhatsApp being used at those times because an image was saved there at those times.
Correct.
Can we please go to slide 21? Thank you. Here is Monica's device again, correct?
Correct.
And it's contacts, all her contacts, but it's just selectively, you've just highlighted the contacts for Robert Baker, his item 121 device.
Correct.
And he is saved under various names there, we see, don't we? We see a racquetball, right? It's the second row.
Correct. On the top half, you see Robert Racquetball, Louisa, Diane Racquetball. And then on the bottom picture, you see Diane Racquetball. Diane Racquetball.
Right. And obviously, the person using the device, they can choose how they save people in their phone, what names they use.
Correct.
Can we go to slide 26, please? So here is the converse. It is Baker's device 121. It's Monica's contact, how it's saved in his device. Is that right?
Correct.
And here, Monica is just saved as her actual name, right?
Correct.
And there's no alias or different name used, like there
Correct.
was with Louisa and a racquetball, for example.
Correct.
Slide 31, please. Here we have, I want you to focus on Monica's device on the left-hand side. It's the same device we've been talking about, 119, correct?
Correct.
And we have here her contact for Ron Ray.
That's what she listed. That contact is yes.
Yes, and there's a phone number given there.
Yes, ending in 8136.
Thank you. And the metadata shows when she created this contact, right?
Correct. March 25th, 2017, 10:21 p.m. California time.
So that's just over 2 months after the murder, correct?
Correct. It's
So that-
ballpark. Yeah.
So that contact was created in her phone.
Correct.
And you didn't find any evidence that it had been created any earlier?
No.
Slide 32, just the next slide, please. Again, the left-hand side, there's a contact, and you understand this is for Matt Nurse, right? And Monica's phone, contact Monica's phone.
On the left-hand side, yes.
And you understand that based on the number, the phone number that's given.
Correct. The one ending in 7923.
But the name she's given is obviously not Matt Nurse's actual name. She's sort of using alias there, right? Jim.
Jim.
Okay. I want to move on to Viber. Just the slide 35, please. So as part of this case, you analysed Viber, right?
Correct.
And this is a web page from Viber's own website, right?
Correct.
And just to be absolutely clear, this is not something that was found on anyone's device, right?
Correct.
You searched this yourself. Sorry.
No. Yeah, so I opened up a web browser. I typed in Viber.com, and you see the subsequent screenshots of what the Viber website was. I believe in March of 2018.
This is what Viber's written on its own website about its own product, Viber.
Correct. It's the marketing.
So here we see it says Viber connects over 900 million users, right?
Correct.
And I think under that, in the second paragraph, make calls, send messages, and much more, freely and securely, join millions of people around the globe, and enjoy the world's most comprehensive communication experience, right?
Correct.
So it's a widely used app. A lot of people use it around the world.
Correct.
Right, can you go to the next slide, please? This is a FAQ. It's a frequently asked questions, correct?
Correct.
Again, from Viber's own website.
Correct. If you look at the top, it's the fact page.
And it talks about what is Viber, and it sort of describes what it is and gives some of the features, correct?
Correct.
So with Viber, you can send messages of all types and make phone calls to other Viber users for free, right? It says free there.
Correct.
And it talks about all the different things you can do. You can make audio and video calls, send video or voice messages, use stickers, gifts, and more, correct?
Correct.
What is a GIF? Do you mind explaining?
It's a
I actually would like to know myself.
GIF or GIF.
GIF, exactly.
It's a image format that blends several photos together to for various purposes. But it's just multiple pages that multiple images that are queued to run consecutively.
It talks about using Viber on your smartphone, tablet, computer when you're connected to a Wi-Fi, 3G or 4G network. See that?
Yes.
And as your understanding, that's because Viber uses internet data to send its messaging.
It utilizes the internet to provide the service that they're using. They're not using internet data. They're actually using the internet bandwidth to utilize their platform.
But in contrast to when you make a phone call or send an SMS message, that uses cellular network. This is using the internet. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, no. Viber is allowing you to use both the cellular networks and the internet, the wired internet. And then when you make a phone call with your on your default messaging app through Verizon or T-Mobile, you're utilizing their cell tower networks. So,
can I ask, does Viber use cell tower connections?
When you're using the application, you can use cell tower bandwidth to utilize the application, but you're utilizing the data, not the phone call bandwidth. Not the phone call frequency.
So you're using a different type of connection to the cell tower?
Correct.
That's the 3G or 4G?
Correct.
That's
and we're up to 5G now.
Yes, that's right. And is it right that even calls, just voice calls or video calls use that different connection to the cell tower, 3G, 4G or 5G, rather than the connection that a traditional call would use on your cell phone?
Yeah, the Viber doesn't use the traditional Verizon, T-Mobile, excuse me, AT&T cell tower networks to communicate.
It wouldn't show in those records then?
Correct.
Just go to the next slide, please. It talks about how do I get started with Viber, you see there?
Yes.
Question. It says to start using Viber today by downloading the app. After you've done that, registration takes just a few minutes. You see that?
Yes.
The app is publicly available for anyone to download, correct?
Correct. It's available on the Play Store and iTunes.
And that's basically, is that like the app store where you download apps?
Yep. Yes, sorry.
One is for iPhone and one's for Android, correct?
Correct.
So you download it through the usual app stores, I'd call them, just as you would with any other app, correctly? Correct?
Correct.
It's not something you have to access through the dark web or anything like that.
No.
And it's not illegal or banned, is it? It's not an illegal or banned app, is it?
Oh, no.
These web pages we've just looked at, these 3 web pages, they talk about the sort of main features and benefits of Viber. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
It doesn't say anywhere on any of those 3 pages anything about it being encrypted, does it?
No.
Those web pages highlight that it's widely used, it's free, for example. Is that right?
Yes.
You've seen? Someone looking at these web pages wouldn't even be able to tell it was encrypted from reading what is said on these web pages, right?
What do you mean by what is encrypted?
Well, it's not advertised. You said it's like a marketing tool.
Right.
It's not advertised anywhere on these 3 pages,
Correct.
anything about being encrypted, correct?
Correct.
You said earlier that you mentioned that iPhones are encrypted such that you can't do a physical extraction, right?
You can, but that free space that Apple uses encrypting algorithms to encrypt your data, and so it's pointless to look at the free space in Apple products because you're not going to be able to decipher any information. So that's why it would be. You can do it, but it'd be pointless.
And is that this encryption? That's something that Apple does automatically. You don't choose whether they encrypt your data or not, right?
Correct.
And all iPhones are encrypted in that manner.
Correct.
And you're aware of what iMessage is, obviously.
Correct.
Is that the messaging that is used when you go iPhone to iPhone?
Correct.
I think you sometimes see it's like blue bubbles that come up when you text.
Blue and green.
Do you know is iMessage encrypted?
I wouldn't remember if they were encrypted in 2017. The way that they're, it's a little bit different because we've advanced over 8 years.
You're not sure,
Correct.
but it is encrypted now.
I believe iMessages at some level are encrypted, whether it's going across the line or, yeah, they're. I don't know. I'd have to do the research.
All right. Okay. That's not something you looked into as part of this investigation.
Correct.
Let's slide 40, please. This is from Monica's iCloud records, correct?
Correct.
This is showing when Viber was first installed on her device.
Correct.
We see April 9th, 2016, if I'm getting the date format correct.
Correct.
No evidence you found to show she downloaded it any earlier than that, right?
Correct. This is from Apple.
Right. This is from Apple's own records.
Correct.
So we know the date of the murder was January 23rd, 2017, right?
Correct.
So this date, this is about 8.5 months before the murder. I know it's a bit of maths in your head, but...
Correct. Yes,
Proof
correct.
of that. So she installed Viber 8.5 months before the murder, right?
Correct.
Can we go to slide 50, please? This shows Baker's device. I think the Samsung S4, as in 101, correct?
Correct.
And this similarly shows when Viber was installed on his device, right?
Correct.
And the date there is August 24, 2015, right?
Correct.
You go to the next slide. And this is from his web history, various entries, same device, right?
Correct.
This is September 5th, 2015, shortly after.
Shortly after.
Shortly after the August 24, 2015 in the last slide.
Yeah.
The definition was shortly. It's
right.
September 5th.
It's September 5th, 2015.
And this is him accessing a web page, it looks like, a URL to activate Viber.
Correct.
So this is September 5th, 2015. So, and again, some maths in your head perhaps, but this is showing that Robert Baker installed and activated Viber about 7.5 months before Monica Sementilli did.
I believe it's a year, it's about 15 months.
Going from I got my maths wrong, April 9, 2016, September 5th, 2015.
From the April date?
So let's do it chronologically. From September 5th, 2015 is when Baker activated Viber, right?
There's web history for activation for Viber on September 5th, 2015.
And then Monica installs Viber April 9th, 2016.
Correct.
7.5 months.
Correct.
And my last maths question. September 5th, 2015, when Baker has activated, goes on a web page to activate Viber. That is about a year and 5 months before the murder.
Correct.
Just go to slide 42, please. Again, these are the Apple records in relation to Viber.
Correct.
This is in relation to when the app updates, right?
Correct.
Now, these records, they don't tell you anything about how many messages were sent, for example, if any.
Correct.
Or who they were sent to, or the content of any of those messages, right?
Correct.
It purely just shows when the app was updated.
Correct.
Slide 44, please. These are more log entries for Viber. This comes under the log entries table. That is a table that shows usage of various apps, right?
Correct.
And you said, I believe you said, at the top there it has 4,234. That's the total number of items, but you filtered it just by Viber here, right?
Correct.
And each of these entries, they're on different days, right?
There is some overlap. It's not.
There is some overlap.
Okay, so if we look at 2279 has. Oh, I'm sorry. No.
I think they are.
They're all unique dates. Correct.
And
There looks. No.
please, I should be in trouble.
No, they look like they're daily logs.
But they only give one time.
Correct.
There's no other information given as just that one time. That's all you can glean from this.
Correct. One log entry was timestamped at various times, but it looks like April 30th, 2016 through November 12th, 2016.
Don't interrupt. We're going to take our afternoon recess for 15 minutes. The admin supplies. See you back here.